Hey, brother.
What's up, my brother?
Hey, brother. Any of the ways you would like to say that, we said it to you that way. You choose your flavor. Hi, I'm Champ Champenstein.
I'm done.
This is Talk Comics to Me, your weekly segment of new comic book talk. We're very important and very professional.
Damn, dude.
Was that good?
You are just stealing my vibe.
I put on my best customer service voice right there.
Okay.
I just pushed it right through my throat.
Let me try.
Go ahead. Yeah, I was saying that is exactly here. Sometimes I'm like, damn, dude, did she mean to sound that way?
I never mean to.
And you didn't even say anything. I'm sorry, you should say something.
I can't even do it now. Legend, comics, and coffee. What can I get for you? Is that really what you want? Really? Okay, go ahead and pull around. How was that?
That wasn't quite you, but you made it a little more intense.
Yeah, it was. My face was the same though.
Your face. Masks have helped on that front, I think.
Yeah, because I can't control whatever goes on here. I've tried. It physically hurts me.
All right, so we wasted a good bunch of time there unnecessarily and on accident. So I think we're actually going to talk about comic books today, unless you have anything else.
No, I have zero things to talk about.
Okay, so thank you, and we're here to start our weekly comic book podcast.
And here we go. This is Thor. This is issue number 15. This comes back after the Donald Blake imprisonment. Thor is having troubles with this hammer. So he seeks to hold a conversation with Captain America. It's very good. It's surprisingly good. I'm not going to show you.
I feel like you've said that like almost every single one of these issues is that it's been surprisingly good. Yeah.
He has a little thing, and then his response was just really good.
That is good.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm kidding. It took me a while before I was like able to get into this run of Thor, but I'm kind of liking it a lot.
Well, good. I'm glad.
I just had to get over the whole not Jason Aaron writing it.
Yeah.
I'm fine now. I'm okay. It's not as good, but I'm like okay with it now. I'll keep my complaints to a minimum.
That's a really good review for you on that.
I know.
So
I've been trying to be more positive and like optimistic with everything lately. I just got back from vacation, so
just still weekend at Bernie's right now.
I don't know if you can see my shirt. Clearly, I'm in vacation mode still. I'm like chill.
I'm just a real chill dude.
I'm really chill.
All right, on the chill dude note, I have Eve. This is number 3. This is just about a young girl who has kind of lived in I keep saying hologram, but I just don't know what else to call it.
Interdimensional computer.
Yeah, basically some sort of computer nonsense. And she's been living in a fake world, kind of setting her up to save the world, which has been destroyed. So after 10 years, she is like awoken, and this is all about her setting off to save the world.
Is that a baby?
What?
Oh, I thought it was like an egg.
It's a helmet.
It's not an egg.
So she's been encountering different people, traveling along. I really have been liking how this like story's unfolded. It's also kind of just about like a daughter and a father, and him putting a lot of faith in his daughter to be able to do something just like incredibly large, which like, you know, everybody's lives are at stake. The art is really, really great. The colors are beautiful. It's just a really great book to look at, and it is enjoyable. So I like the message, you know.
I need to get caught up on that. I only read that first issue.
Yeah, I'll let you borrow the second and third.
Okay.
When I gotta organize my comics this weekend. So
I gotta get moved. I gotta move. And
so
then I'll borrow them.
Yeah, I get that problem. So yeah, you know, it's good. I would definitely suggest it.
2 thumbs up?
2 thumbs up.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to a weird rating system.
I've been doing the popcorns.
Yeah, you have gone back to the popcorns. All right, so next we both read this. This is Beyond the Breach. This is issue number 1. Yeah, we're going to briefly talk about this because I also did not enjoy this. I was really looking forward to it. It was my pick of the week at work. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I made Heather read it so at least I could commiserate with somebody.
I hated it. I hated 2 comics that I read this week. One of them I hated so much, I sold it back to the shop.
But yeah, I don't, like, just the main character, the way she speaks isn't really how anyone speaks. And
it's like when you're like a teenager, it's your first time in like a new group of people and you say something that makes them laugh, and so you think that's what's funny, and so you continue to say that stuff, and then after a while it's like when SpongeBob rips his pants. That's what it is. And it's not funny. They were just doing it to be nice.
Yeah, it's just, and it starts out just really strong with that. Like right away she says the word bunghole, which I couldn't abide it. Like
I could not abide it.
I could not abide it. But I am going to get the second issue because I did add this to my pull file because I was really excited about it. So I will see what happens. Just basically a woman, what it's about is a woman. We went off about how we didn't like it and didn't say what it's about.
Yeah, it's about a breach that a woman travels beyond.
I mean, yeah. Monsters and shit. Yeah, while she's dealing with some other heavy life stuff.
And there's a kid.
His name is not Doogie. It is Dougie.
Yeah, I straight up thought it was Doogie because if you were to spell Doogie, that's how you would spell it, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, that's what I have to say about Beyond the Breach. I don't know if I would suggest this to anyone, honestly.
I would think if you liked any Colin Bunn books. I'm not going to say it too loud. Because
we have a mic right in front of us.
I've been enjoying the last few that I've read by him, so
I guess I do agree with that.
Yeah. It just seems like something that particular fan base would be like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah. Maybe people who like Ed Brubaker.
Maybe. I've never read any.
All right, well,
comics,
Comics. It's, you do what you want to do. The art was...
It's not bad. Good. Yeah, I want to put that out there. It's
the art
not
and
bad.
The colors were like enjoyable for sure. I did enjoy that. So
I think my main hatred of it did just come from the way that the main character spoke. It just didn't seem believable to me.
Yeah, exactly.
And I get irritated when people call each other bungholes. And you're over the age of 12.
I mean, who uses the word bungholes? Did people in the 90s even use the word bunghole? Wait, do you know somebody who uses the word bunghole?
Have you watched Beavis and Butthead?
Well, yeah, but that was just like, I didn't know if that was something people actually did. Because I never experienced
that. I'm sure I've had someone who has used it, and that's why I hate it so much, is I'm just like, in the back of my mind, that's all I hear is someone like either imitating the scene from Beavis and Butthead to America, or again using it in a sentence that they think is funny and it's not, and people laugh anyway to be nice when you should just say it's not funny.
We all need to get used to doing that. Tell people when their jokes aren't funny, their memes aren't good. Just bring them down to the level you need to bring them down to.
I just feel like if you don't, then in the long run they're gonna have this idea for their life where they're gonna be like, I should do stand-up. And then you get
somebody doing a whole Garfield themed stand-up.
Number 1 fan right here.
Somebody just got caught up in the word bunghole there. You want to talk about your next book?
It's not a mouse. It's called Mouse Guard. This is actually just like a cute little one-shot with short stories from the universe of Mouse Guard, which I have never read any before. I just got this because I'd seen the art in some of the previous stories and I thought it was really good. I ended up really, really enjoying this. The first story particularly is just about being nice to people, because you never know what's happening to them, and you're humans, except they're mice. mice in here. The second one was really good too because it's just about a little mouse named Piper, who wants to learn the language of other animals and stuff around the world. So she's going and traveling and meeting them and seeing how different their language is compared to her own, and writing it down and learning about them and just becoming friends with them and stuff. It's just, it's such a good story. Randy's going to bring me all the other mouse guards so I can read them. We talked about this for like 10 minutes. It's very good. It's very sweet. Just a real solid story. And again, the art, like I'll just show you what some of the art is because it's so good. We love mice. That's all.
All right. I have Rorschach. This is issue number 10.
It's almost done.
It's almost done. I really have stuck it out. And I do think I'm kind of like getting to like it, even though I still am also just like, yeah, I guess.
Didn't need to do it.
I didn't need to do it. Not at all. And Tom King has another book coming out with...
Which one? Because I just saw them say something about
the Human Target?
Yes. Okay. I just saw that on Twitter.
Yeah, and Greg Smallwood does the art. It looks like it'll probably be, it'll look good, so I'm curious and I'll probably order it.
Yeah, I am too, because I thought the exact same thing. I was like, oh, that looks fantastic.
And I promised myself that I wouldn't do this for a bit. Yeah, I was like, I'll take I'll take a break and then, So, detective mystery stuff. It keeps happening.
Classic TK.
Yeah. You just are learning, like, the intricacies in this issue of what has been going on, but there is still another level to it, of course, because...
Of course. There's always another level.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I am... Like I said, I don't know. I can't tell if I like it, because part of me doesn't, but part of me does. And I don't know if I just like the kind of mystery aspect.
Of course you do.
And this the way it's unfolding. I'm like, okay.
That's what I was going to say.
And it's like, it's like any of those... It's embarrassing to admit. I watch a lot of detective stuff, and I watch a lot of sometimes really bad, not necessarily detective stuff, but just weird crime dramas. Like the one
example.
I can't remember the name of it. There's the one with the blind lady, or she was supposed to be blind, and she had long red hair.
Oh God,
I think.
I was Arrested Development. Magalizer.
I am watching Arrested Development right now. I can't. God, what is the name of that show? I can't remember the name of that show, but it's not good. There's 2 seasons of it. I almost watched the 2nd season. In the Dark. Okay.
It's on CW, of course.
So yeah, it's a show called In the Dark, and it's not good. I watched the first 2 episodes, and I was like, I don't like this. This isn't good. And then I was like, but I gotta figure it out. Gotta know what happens. So yeah, I just sat and blew through
I remember you telling me about that now.
Whatever, how many episodes are in the first season, and that's me, but with this comic, it's just I don't like this, but I like this, so
you just have to know.
Eggs on my face.
I hated that so much because I didn't think of eggs when you said.
All right, you want to move on?
Yes,
we can't keep doing this.
No, we gotta watch Loki.
All right, so this is Norse mythology. North mythology.
North mythology, and it's about mythology from the North. Technically,
yeah, I guess that's not wrong.
North of where we are.
Not directly north.
For sure, no.
Okay, so that's beyond the point. This is just... Banging? Yeah, dude, there's a lot of banging in this issue.
Oh, shit. Guys, I missed a lot of banging. I never finished reading this because I was just too busy.
Odin's trying to get some mead. Just trying to get mead any way he can, including banging giants.
Fuck yeah.
That's the name of my new band. Calling it Banging Giants.
Banging Giants.
We're a ska band.
It's just you and a kettle drum.
And a saxophone. And I'll sing, like I said, it'll be a ska band somehow. I will fight. They might be giants.
Did you see that? What just happened on my face? I just like a battle set where you guys just. Okay.
All right.
We gotta stop this.
Okay, go ahead. We have the next book. It's Batman Detective.
Detective. This is a little bit of the history, I guess, of Hugh Vile.
Yeah. No.
That's pretty much it. More stuff happens, of course. As with every Batman book, there's layers. But that's what it is. But look at this sick Mora cover. You know we love him.
Yes.
Look at Vile. Okay.
Also, I do have to say that the ad in the back of that was really confusing when I was reading this Rorschach issue because...
DC Legends?
Well, because it was like...
Is it a Columbo?
No, this isn't Columbo.
Where...
It's right there. That's it.
Oh.
You have a different book.
Okay.
But yeah, I was like, there's something going on here. And then this, I was like, is that on the inside of the bottle?
Okay.
How did his hands turn to skeletons?
I thought this was the ad, and I was like, what is it for?
No, this is the page, and this is the ad.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, it's don't be fooled by this. Don't be fooled by the ad. It's not part of the comic book.
There's some weird questions.
I don't know. There's a skeleton man.
There he is.
Just checking everything out.
Okay.
All right. Sorry. Yeah, but that's Detective Comics.
It's Detective. There's a whole second story in there, but we
didn't get a chance to read.
I read one page and then...
That's like going to see the opening band and then leaving after the...
Because, that's all I ever do. I only stick around long enough to say that I went to the show and then I leave. I take a couple selfies sometimes, like hug at least one person and then out. I don't want to go back to shows.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Okay. I have Savage Hearts. This is issue number 1. This is a Dark Horse comic. I don't remember what drew me to this originally. I love stories, as I'm sure you have heard before. I don't even know how to explain this one. Some barbarians are out in the forest and they end up attracting the attention of this I don't even know he's not human. One of these things. And he falls in love with her immediately. Love at first sight. Well, she's trying to avenge the death of her lover. There's like a wizard. There's a whole magic system in here. That's not part of it. There's a wizard. There's an egg that's full of power. They'll help each other. That's it. I think I might get the second issue just kind of to check it out. But it's just a really weird book. It's very strange. The colors are really cool. It's really bright. And I do like the facial expressions because you know how I'm a big fan of facial expressions. And I do love stories.
And big ladies.
Just like... And big ladies. Yeah, she is. I'm just kind of confused about what genre this is, I guess. Like, it's like a weird fantasy, sci-fi, just nonsensical world.
All right.
I'm just very confused by it. But, I mean, one of the main characters is really cool. She, the main woman, is very, very Conan-like. Just very quiet and don't bother me and get away from me kind of stuff. And like, oh, okay, I'll save you because I guess whatever. But I hate it. It was all right. It was all right. It was just weird.
I like it. I do enjoy that. Okay, so this is Tales Told in Technicolor, or Techno Horror, sorry. I was like, Technicolor? That's not how that's spelled. Tales Told in Techno Horror, Season 1. This is a Scout comic. I did it.
You did it.
I did it. It's under their Black Caravan label. It's literally just 4 there's more than 4. Sorry, there's 5. I was off by 1. There's just 5 little short horror stories. That's it.
That reminds me of Black Caravan had done the Electric Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one was a lot of fun too. I really like that one. They didn't do as many issues as they were supposed to, but I assume it's kind of the same kind of horror.
Yeah, I would say it's just like, it's hard to describe because they're all just like, they are all very short. And the art varies. Like, the first one's kind of about the ocean. The second one is just like trees. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I did really like it. I wasn't necessarily like the biggest fan of the art in some of the issues. Or
I like the colors, though.
Some of the stories, but yeah, I liked the colors. And it was just certain stories, like, where the art was different. And I was like, I feel like that's probably part of the choice. But in the end, I did like it a lot. Just a nice little quick, I don't know. I also like the quickness of all the stories. It was just like bam, bam, bam. I was like, all right, I'm done with this book. Weird. Okay.
That's what I like about
Yeah, same.
these two.
Right.
Anthologies are great.
Yeah. So on the same note, we now have Silver Coin. This is issue number 4. Right? Okay, yeah. I was like, oh, God.
This is the Lemire one that we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Or I've at least been waiting for.
I've been excited. I mean, I like all of the creators that have been on all of the books, so
I was just curious to see what kind of story he would create.
Yeah, and I did like this one. The ending was also just like, okay, well, what's going to happen from here?
It's so strange.
Yeah. But I don't know. This book is really worth it. I, like, 100% suggest this to anybody who likes horror on any sort of level, because each story is different and so, like, such a different way. And I don't know, it's good. It's good stuff. It's good shit.
I cannot wait for the next issue.
Yeah, I've been kind of looking forward to that one.
It's gonna be so good.
It's like I said, it's just been such a really good series, and I've kind of been blown away by it in a weird way.
Yeah, because I knew I was gonna like it, but I didn't know like how much I would like it, because I feel like with most horror anthologies, they're all kind of the same in a way.
Well, and it's like also, I don't know, the different, like, how staccato they could just be like a little off-putting, but I think that they're all put together in such a way, and Michael Walsh's art is just like so good for this.
It's so good.
Like, in every single issue, it's different but the same. It's hard to explain.
I had something to say about it, but I can't remember what it was, because I was just agreeing with you about the art, and then I just lost it. It's beautiful. It's
colors,
so good. Yeah.
Creators.
I can't remember.
Different stories. Yeah. Anthologies.
They're good.
I was trying to jog the memory.
I know.
See if I was out
like
of you.
Right there, and nothing happened.
Improv. Let's do this.
Books. Good. We read them.
Yeah. But once again, yes, please read this book. 1,000% worth it, especially since it got picked up for another set of stories. So,
which is good, because the next one was supposed to be the last one, right?
Yep, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
All right, you do this, I guess, kind of. We do this.
Yeah, because I'm not even going to say...
Batman, Urban Legends.
Yeah, too much about it. There's a couple stories that ended, and then one that is continuing to go, and I love my boy Grifter. He's such a jerk. But yeah, it's the same as every other Urban Legends issue. It's just going. The stories are all really interesting. I really enjoy them. I love the story that had Sweeney Boo's art.
Yeah, I did see, like, little pictures of it, yeah.
Wild card. This one was just, I loved it. It was just the Batgirls taking over Bruce's mansion while he was out of town and, like, having a girls' night.
Cute.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. They were just playing video games and eating popcorn and stuff, and I was like...
Sounds right.
It's cute. Yeah. I love it. The art was just, really good for it.
You got the Sumerian. You got the Conan, the real Conan.
We got the real Conan.
The uncut, with unrated.
Yeah, he probably is very uncut. This is
what are
Conan with a naked lady on his leg.
Are you thinking about his penis?
Yeah, I was actually.
I knew it. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you do that.
It's okay. I'm just a little uncomfortable right now. It's just another Conan story where, he runs into some trouble. He finds a naked lady and then he saves her. That's it. I really did like the art, I think, the most out of any of the other Conan books that I've read, and I think it's just because of the way that they were colored, like the shading and stuff on, like, certain pages. Because obviously it's nighttime. You see the nighttime. It's so graphic. It's so graphic. I love it. I'll never read Conan another way again.
Why is she naked?
Because she was out banging her lover, and then he started attacking her, and that was when Conan like showed up. That's when she's like running away from him, because he does the same thing. He's like, "Where are your clothes?"
I just like didn't question it before.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
He finds a naked woman on the road, and like, wait a second.
Yeah,
Why is she naked?
it's the story is about a potion that kind of goes awry, and instead of turning them into one thing, it turns them into like mindless fighters. I'm so sorry, I just did that. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's okay. I did the OK symbol just earlier, and I was like, I look like an idiot. Why did I do that?
All right.
All right.
We're out of control today.
Yeah. Who knows what's wrong with us? This is Aliens. This is Aftermath.
Does it take place after? Where does this take place?
This does take place after.
I was in my head thinking of the Aliens that's currently going, the one that we both dropped, and then I was like, wait, no, because the next issue comes out next week. So I was.
This takes place after the second or Aliens.
Okay,
this takes place after Aliens. Sorry, it takes place in 2214, and I can't remember when the book we were reading takes place in.
Okay, I can't remember either.
I feel like this took place between, but I was also just like, whatever. Okay. Basically trying to find Vasquez from Aliens is her nephew. She's dead, I'm sorry. Spoilers if you haven't seen Aliens, I'm sorry. Also, again, her nephew is trying to find Hadley's Hope, because it's been like the Wayland Yutani has like scrubbed it from any like records, and so it's just about him kind of being on a reality TV show, attempting to find Hadley's Hope, and then stuff goes alien from there.
Yeah, no, I bet these aliens are just like, dude, leave us alone.
It's weird because I did really like this, but this is it was pretty dense. I did get this because Benjamin Percy was writing it.
I considered it for that.
I like this dude, and I think he probably could write a pretty good Aliens. And I feel like if he took the main title Alien book, I would absolutely pick that up, because I feel like he would write a good story. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I guess the alien aspect can be gimmicky, but at the same time, it's aliens,
right?
So it's Marvel's Aliens. I don't know what I'm like expecting here.
About as much as you get.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Sorry, I was just thinking about something about that book. Anyway, this is 7 Secrets. This is issue number 10. Last issue ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm. Cliffhanger does not get explained.
Just a little bit. But we're just continuing. Why am I forgetting his name? Our main character.
Caspar.
No, right?
Caspar?
Yeah, Caspar?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why I forgot that. 10 issues in this far.
His
just continuing his journey into the secrets and everything that's like happening around the world.
Mm-hmm. And Eva getting control of, I don't want to say control of necessarily, but being their like leader from now on. And the rules and tasks that she puts into play because of everything that's been happening with the secrets and the holders. There was no Amon in this one, which I guess is okay. It was brief.
You can't say there wasn't when there absolutely was.
He doesn't have any speaking parts in it, so he wasn't in there. I saw his profile and
okay, all right. We're gonna talk about The Lot now.
This is The Lot.
It's a bad idea book. We read it at work. Neither one of us got it, apparently.
Oh.
But yeah, it was a little horror story told in black and white,
which I normally don't like black and white art for books. I think for horror books it's more acceptable. makes me sound really snooty when I say it. It's my personal preference. Yeah. And while I did think that the art was good for the tone of the story, I don't know how I feel about the actual look of it.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
It was, I don't know, at times it was very pleasing, but then I think most of the time I was just like...
The faces weren't like the best. Yeah. I can agree with that. I definitely have like mixed feelings on it 100%, because it's just like, I thought the story was like an intriguing idea, but it also just felt like, I don't know the best way to describe it, like too much or too little.
It was a lot, especially for like a first issue. I don't know how many issues they're doing, but it seemed rushed. Yeah. In a sense, like everything, like explaining everything, it seemed to like happen really fast. And I don't know if maybe that was just the way that I read it, but
no, that's a really good way, because it was just kind of like boom, boom, boom. Like here's something, here's something, here's something, here's something. So it's like if a horror movie just explained itself within like half an hour, and then the rest of the hour is just like nonsense. Like there's no real build up. It's just all there for you, which I guess is fine, because now we can get to like the horror part of it. But basically it's just about a woman who becomes the CEO of a movie production company. The people who she works for and like under and stuff are kind of expecting her to fail. She finds a way to save money within their budget for this lot that hasn't been used in forever, was boarded up, whatever. So she decides to fix it up and then use it, and in the long run that'll save them a bunch of money. But with that comes a lot of baggage. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. It's just it's good. I think it's just the aesthetics are there. I wish it had been more graphic. Yeah, especially because the way that they built the horror around like the idea, it just, I wanted more from it. Yeah, more. They showed a cat in a box with its baby, and I was like, fuck yeah, that's dark. It was drawn really dark. Yeah. It was black and white. But I just wanted more. I wanted more because you got like a brief look at that. That's why I think I prefer horror, I guess, in color, is because I just want more from it. I want it as graphic as possible. I want it as spooky as possible. And black and white is not scary to me because I can't tell what's happening most of the time. That's fair. Do you think you should get that? No. Okay. Sorry, Sammy. Okay. Do you want me to go? I don't know. Yeah, you can go. Okay. Since I don't really have much to... Okay. I got Giga. This is issue number 4. This actually came out a bit ago. Like 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? Okay. We didn't get the cover I ordered, and then the other copies were damaged, and then I just kind of was reading so many books at once. I couldn't... What happened? My little sister who just tried to FaceTime me just texted me and said... Heath, what is Salesforce? Is it a program we used to use at work? I don't know what that is. But yeah, anyway, just robots. I wish I could. Robots and religion. You're learning religious robots. People worshiping robots, people trying to take over people, war, stabbing people's backs. I like this book. I just don't know how to describe it, especially when it's like a lot of stuff is happening here, and I still like this book. I just I don't know. It's been like very like weird to me. I feel like I want to go back and read all like the first 4 issues, just because I think between the 3rd and 4th, because of me not getting this issue, it was kind of just like a little too much time. Right. So when I first started reading it, I was like, what's happening here? And then like my memory started jogging, and I was like, oh yeah, this is like the story and the point. And I was like, damn dude, I feel stupid right now. Just like read like 4 pages of something, like, what's happening? That's literally me every week with every book that I read. All right, go ahead. I'm ready for you. Okay. I have
Excalibur. This is issue number 22. Of course, this takes place after our Hellfire Gala. Our boy Pete Wisdom. Oh God, is that his name? Did I get his name right?
I don't know.
I did. I got his name right.
I was just afraid you're gonna bust your elbow on the table.
That would be something I do. He got killed in one of the previous issues here by a group of people who were out to get
spoilers, dog.
It was like 4 issues ago. If you're even reading this and you haven't read that, that's not my fault. Anyway, he's brought back because he's a mutant and stuff, so he's trying to like get back to where he was, dealing with the fact that he was killed and he doesn't know why. Meanwhile, Merlin, as with like every book that he's in recently, he's being kind of a bunghole.
I mean, Merlin is straight up a bunghole.
I hate using that word.
No, we're gonna embrace using the word bunghole. That's our thing now.
Okay,
you heard it here first. It's our thing now.
I'm putting that on the back of his shirt. Just, you're a bunghole. Anyway.
But spell it you're, like, Y-O-U-R. You're a bunghole.
He's being a bit of a bunghole. And it's, Betsy just doesn't like it. She's not chill with it. That's it. That's pretty much all that happens. Gambit makes a train go real fast. I know it sounds silly, but he actually does it, and it was really funny to me the way that he did it, because he was like, hop on, everyone, I gotcha, with his Cajun accent. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, that was like a Texas accent. What just happened?
Hey, everybody!
I'm not good. Get on my train!
Accents.
I don't know what that accent was either.
There's
a snake in my boots.
That wasn't even. Okay, anyway, he just makes the train go fast. After he refers to himself in the first person.
I like how you just keep saying he makes a train go fast.
He does, and I couldn't find it, but I swear he makes a train go real fast.
Are you thinking about Back to the Future, the third one?
I might be. Forgot Gambit was in that. Okay.
You don't have to. I believe
there.
you that he makes the train go real fast.
He says, "The Gambit Express don't run on nothing but Gambit," and goes kaboom, and then makes it go fast. That's what makes them say, "You're a madman, Remy LeBeau." He just made a train go. That was it. Wasn't anything too crazy. What?
I feel like you just broke my brain. I don't know what just happened.
He just made a train go fast.
I know. Are you ready to talk about our next book?
Yes, I forgot we both had it.
This is Haha. This is issue number 6. This is W Maxwell Prince.
You got it.
And then Martine Marzao and Chris O'Halloran. This is the team that does Ice Cream Man. And this is kind of just like a combination of Ice Cream Man and Haha, honestly. I love this issue quite a bit.
Yeah, it kind of broke me a little bit.
I did love the little Joker reference here with Artie and the gun.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even recognize that because I didn't watch that movie.
Oh, Chris made me watch that, so...
I watched the end.
Otherwise, I would not have watched it. I mean, this is kind of like the end of... No, not really.
Anyway, this is just basically clowns. This is the last clown.
This is the last clown. I am kind of sad because I really like this series, and I kind of wish it would continue. I suppose I'll just start picking up Ice Cream Man again. And just pick it up in trade and continue that little journey. Because that was a good book. Like I said, I just had read too many dogs dying and had to take a break.
I get it. But the unfortunate thing about this ending is, where are my clowns? I'm not going to get a clown a month anymore.
No, that is true. You're not. I have to just draw you clowns instead.
Okay.
So
with that.
You ready?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
I didn't do this. Yeah. Read it.
All right. So this is Webb of SpiderMan.
What
Actually,
issue?
wait, sorry. This is Spider-Man. Spider's shadow.
There's no web in there at all.
There is no web. We've got a problem.
This is not the right book.
That's actually how the book starts. We've got a problem. That's a lot of cops.
That is quite a problem.
So this is just a little what-if story if Peter Parker had actually taken on Venom. Like, taken his suit and just kept it.
Oh.
Rather than, like, doing the whole thing. But, little nice what-if story. Once again, I like the art. I don't really like the colors. It's...
Odd choice.
It's weird because I just feel like it's just off. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how to describe it. Like I told you before, it's just like the shadows aren't in the right place. And like sometimes it's like aesthetically pleasing, but other times it's not. So and that's the one thing that like really, really draws me away from this book, honestly. Like I like it, but then I'm like,
right.
How much do I really like it?
It's your boy.
It is my boy. It is our best friend Chip.
It's best friend.
But
Chip.
Sometimes, you know, it's not like they always got the bangers.
I don't believe that for a second. Let's talk about this.
All right, so now we have Die. This is issue number 18. We're coming close to the end, and shit is getting very real.
Yeah, this was... I really, really love this issue. This just explained what happened to Soul.
Yeah.
That's like all you...
And you feel like... I feel so bad for him.
Yeah,
like,
especially because you get the whole story. He like remembers like what's been happening and like telling it to everyone else and having them realize like what he went through. And then I think this is one of my favorite issues. It was just really heavy.
Yeah, and in the art, as always, was just really beautiful. I don't know, like there was a point in this like story where I was like, do I like this book? Like, do I enjoy what I'm reading right now? And I like, as everything is like coming to a head and I'm thinking about like every little piece of it, I don't know. I still really love this book.
It's just an incredible story.
I think it just like becomes dense with everything I'm reading. So then sometimes I'm like, did I understand this? Did I read this right? And in the end, yes, I did read this right. Like,
I mean, it's a cautionary tale, basically, just like explaining why
don't
you shouldn't
play RPGs.
That's why you shouldn't. It's too much.
You might get just sucked right in. Yeah, it's not. I mean, who am I? I've played like 100 hours of The Witcher, and I'm like, I need to play more. I mean, I played way more than 100 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't want to talk about how many hours I put into Dragon Age Inquisition, all 7 times that I played it all the way through, just because I wanted a different ending every time.
I know we can't talk about this for long, but I just still can't believe I watched the first season of The Witcher, and then I was like, all right, I love The Witcher now. I'm gonna do it all, you guys. I'm gonna start this fandom with you, and
I mean, it's been one of my
fool.
favorites for years, and like I'm just really glad that someone else became a part of it, so I didn't have to go into those stupid Discord channels anymore just to talk about The Witcher. It was just like having someone in real life, being able to talk about it with was life-changing.
So yeah, I'm really excited for the second season of The Witcher out this December.
Yeah. It's gonna be so good.
I gotta wait so long, but I'm so excited. Get to see my Geralt, my man G. The only person I love.
That's probably one of my favorite inside joke of ours.
I don't know, like it's like podcast joke.
It is, but
my man G.
I just love it how it's carried this long.
Even though we both clearly know how to say his name now.
Now we do. We watch the show. I even played the games and I was still just like, I don't know how to say his name.
I know. That's why I was just like, well, if you don't know how to say his name, I have no idea.
I think it was just, hearing them say it in the show with their just like beautiful accents and stuff. It's different. It's different. I knew his name. I just could never pronounce it for some reason. I still have trouble. Geralt. I just like my man G.
My man G sounds good.
It's a classic.
Do you just want me to do 2, or do you want to do one between?
Well, I was going to say, because I have that Never Never too that I just remembered.
However you want to do that now?
Okay.
You want to talk about Never Never?
I read this book. It's a heavy metal book. It's called Never Never, and it is a alternate Peter Pan story. It follows Pietro. If he were the bad guy rather than which, I mean, if you think about it, he's still kind of a shit kid.
Yeah. I mean, he's a whole ass adult, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a whole ass. Okay. Anyway, so instead of Peter Pan, his name is Pietro, and what he does is he goes to the regular world and he convinces, I'm assuming it's just women. That's just what I'm going to say. Because there's no evidence that it was anyone else. Anyway.
What about the art in the book?
No, I'm saying they don't say if it's like a boys and girls that he kidnaps. They just kind of imply that he has done this multiple times before.
Okay.
So what he does is he goes to the normal world and he finds kids that are like going through some rough shit. The main girl in here, her dad is her mom is dying. Her mom is dying from cancer, and she's having a hard time dealing with that, obviously. So he's like, come to my land, and it's fine, it's happy, it's fun there. Like, we're young, we're just chilling on this island. And she's like, okay, second start at the right, straight on till morning, got it. So she goes there only to find out that, like, he's the bad guy, and he wants to straight up murder her. He's just throwing her in this cage in the water, and is like, yeah, you're like crocodile food now. Sorry. That's really why we need you. And the Lost Boys are like weird goblins.
That's sick.
Yeah. But the thing about Neverland is you can actually never die. So it shows like multiple times, like the Lost Boys get their head cut off, like it's very graphic. Mm-hmm. They get all sorts of like injuries, but then they just heal. So the other side of this, the good people who are trying to save the protagonist is Tiger Lily and her brother and a group of people who live on a certain part of the island where the Lost Boys and Pietro can't go past. So they rescue the girl, and then that's how the issue ended. I'm not going to read anymore. I'm not going to get the second issue. I'm not going to do it. It's not worth it. I did not like it. I absolutely hated it.
You went into some crazy detail for a book.
Because I was trying to explain why it's shit. I didn't enjoy it at all.
Yeah.
I didn't like... I can't remember how it was phrased exactly, but Tiger Lily's brother got his tongue cut out, and the girl was just explaining like how his movements were just so fluid and beautiful and stuff. It was just weird. Yeah, it was very, very strange. Especially because the girl's supposed to be like 13. Something real young like that. I didn't like it. It was stupid. And I loved Peter Pan when I was little. It was like one of my favorite movies. So I was like, cool, a horror version of Peter Pan. I'll do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you like Peter Pan, don't do it.
It's also fair. All right. I'll talk about the House of Lost Horizons. This is issue number 3. This is a Sarah Jewell mystery.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery story. Sarah Jewell is the detective. She's trying to solve kind of like a supernatural something supernatural's happening in this house. Like I like this.
It's a mystery.
I do.
You love mysteries.
I know.
You do.
I do, but I feel like it's a weird, embarrassing thing to like admit to for whatever reason. But yeah, it's just like I said, it kind of feels like Clue. It kind of has like just different aspects of just solving a murder in a big house with a bunch of people while they're like trying to do an auction with a bunch of occult items. So just like little, just like a little bit of every weird aspect you can get in there. And I don't know, the art's like pretty good too. The art and colors are really
I really
enjoyable.
like it.
So it's not. I think that's why it's like so good. Is it's just like whatever, dude. I don't care.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's like I'm reading a comic. I'm having a great time.
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
You're not wrong, actually. Okay, I guess I'll talk about this one. This is the 6 sidekicks of Traeger Keaton. Traeger Keaton. 6 sidekicks. They're just trying to solve a mystery. I mean, they are, the old sidekicks of Trigger Keaton are trying to solve the mystery of why he is dead because they believe he has been killed. So this is just 3 of them or 4 of them writing together and trying to solve the mystery. And it also flashes back to Trigger Keaton.
Trigger
Keaton being just like a fucking piece of shit.
With that name, I would expect nothing less.
Yeah, no, he like hits a child, and you're just like, even for a comic book and like the way it's drawn, I was just like, Jesus Christ, dude! Like, what?
I mean, if I ever had the opportunity,
I think it's probably the onomatopoeia, the like smack of it.
His eyes. Yeah. There's no soul in his eyes.
Look at the kid's eyes too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's one of those.
I recognize that look. So that hurt, didn't it?
Yeah, it's just like one of those things where like, fuck. But enjoyable little, I don't know, action story. 2 issues. It's just like, it makes me laugh. I like it. I like action. I like dumb stories. I like the art a lot.
You love action.
I do. Well. Yeah, I do love action.
Yeah.
It's fine, you know.
My wound.
Yeah, we shouldn't be itching it.
I know.
I'm not like, during the podcast.
I'm like rubbing my nails and it like.
It's gross.
Hi. This is Way of X. I'm not going to talk about this one too much just because Champ hasn't had a chance to...
read it.
Champ hasn't had a chance to read it. This is issue number 4, though. Nightcrawler's been interrogating the laws of Krakoa to try to make sense of them for the time that they're living and, you know, relate it to his own religious trauma, I guess. This issue, he's going into the second law, which is murder no man.
All right.
You also get the backstory of Lost.
Oh, I love the backstory of Lost.
Yeah, you know, not the show. Her.
Okay.
You get her story, but like I just love him so much. He just wants to do good and he can't, and everything just keeps getting fucked up. I love him. He's so sweet.
I like how you're like, not the television show.
Not
because I was definitely thinking about.
Yeah, I realized that after because I was like, damn, you know, I'd like the background of Lost as well. I think I have the encyclopedia at home. I might be able to like look through it and get a little bit, but whatever.
So that's it. We did it. This was the weekly comic book podcast.
This was us.
We did great. Yeah, we did great. We love you. Happy non-binary day to all of my fellow they, thems, or anyone who's, you know, just gender non-conforming, trying to find their way in the world, because gender's weird and who cares? So yeah, thanks for joining us as always. You know, support your local comic book stores, support libraries, support your friends, do good things.
We'll be back next week to Thursdays.
Yes.
For the 2 people that are on right now.
But, and you know, maybe you'll care if you're listening, because that means I'll upload the video later. But anyway, as always, we appreciate you. We're going to go watch Loki, do our damn thing. We love you. We'll see you next time.
I forgot to wear my horns.